muffins and enchiladas. It is Tori, the Hope Dealer of Guided Intuition, and I'm here to do a channeled message. All right, I'm for you guys. So this message is meant to resonate with whoever feels like when I'm talking, it is speaking to your spirit. And if it's not, it's okay. It's just that there is a group of people that need to hear this message. And now, before we get into this message, into this guidance that the divine is giving all of the beautiful souls that is watching this, I really want you to pause this video and I would like you to ground yourself, okay? I want you to take 3 deep breaths in and exhale 3 deep breaths out, all right? I really want you to focus on your heart area, okay? I really want you to place a beautiful green light right in the center. And as you are breathing in and breathing out, this light is expanding. It is getting bigger. All right. It is really opening your heart up. Okay. So you can just do that really quick exercise for me, or just, even meditate. Watch a meditation. I'll link it down below before you really get into this message, because right now, there is a lot going on in the world on a spiritual level, in the ethers, in the cosmos. And I'm really here to convey a message from the divine, from Source, from Allah, from your angels, from Jesus, whatever it is you believe in, however you define Source and however you connect. We all have different names. But this is a message truly from your heart. Okay, truly from your higher self, that inside you that you've been working on a daily to really uncover all the things that you have hidden. You've been really loving yourself, really knowing your worth, really accepting who you are. And if you are new upon that journey, welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, so I have a message for love. Okay. And y'all, I've been sitting with this message since like Sunday, but I could not get it out. I could not get it out. I could not bring it out. And what I am feeling, is that a lot of you beautiful souls, if you're watching this video, you are experiencing a major lesson in love. Okay, a major lesson in love where I feel like you have put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy into yourself, into bettering yourself, into being who you are at your core, into shedding certain skins, shedding certain false personas, moving away from negative beliefs, system, people, all of that stuff. Okay? And you desire love. And even though this is a love message, you can really, this is the formula, honestly, to really manifest whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is you want in your heart, that vision that you see yourself happy, whole, in a relationship, thriving in your marriage, thriving in your partnership, connecting, getting in a partnership. That is very real, whether you're single, in between, mingling, looking, not looking, in a relationship. So the major lesson that you are experiencing right now in love is you, my love, really seeing yourself as God, as Source, as the divine sees you. You really knowing who you are. Okay? So now, I'm not going to lie. It may not be so intense. It may not feel so heavy. It may not feel so, it's not like it feels bad, but you're aware of something. You get what I'm saying? And when you're aware of something, you're being called to action to carry out the next step that the divine is placing on your heart. So I really feel like you're being guided to see your worth and to know your worth. See it, okay? You see it and know it. Because as I was meditating, the divine placed on my heart a message for the beautiful soul that is watching. Major changes are coming into your life for the better. Okay? Clothe yourself in courage. Opportunity is knocking at your door. Take it. So I really feel like the love that is truly a reflection of you, the love that you dreamed about, the love that you desired. All right, the love that will love you unconditionally is available, okay, right here. There has been a lot of work, a lot of effort that you have put into yourself, into your dreams, into you, okay? A lot of healing. But I really feel like if you've watched this, if you're watching this video, somewhere down the line in your past, whether you've seen it from outside of yourself or you experienced love in a negative form, love in a negative energy. I really feel like you've been hurt. I really feel like through situations throughout your life have really played on your self-esteem, your self-worth, and the way that you value and see yourself. Whoever's watching this, you have a beautiful big heart. You're a giver. I don't care if you come off a little hard. I don't care if you mask it at the core of you. Our common connection is that we flow from our hearts. We're givers. So I learned a valuable lesson. I'm not going to go like in depth in details of it, but this weekend, I went with my best friend and we met up with some people, and we went to like a little house party and reconnected with some high school friends, went out for ice cream, rode bikes at downtown and at midnight, just really had a nice time. And so throughout this party, like I said, I can't help, I'm trying to get better with turning off my gift, turning on and turning off, but I can feel things. And needless to say, there was a guy that was, trying to make eye contact with me, trying to, like butt in on in the, butt in, try to start a conversation, but, my mind was just somewhere else. Okay. I just I wasn't there for the simple fact that, that's not what I desire in love. Okay, he's not what I desire in a mate. And for a long time, I used to struggle with saying that. I thought that I was mean to say, like, if you meet somebody and they're nice and they're kind, but they're not what you desire. Because I just don't want to connect with somebody that's nice. I want to connect on all three levels, mentally, spiritually, and physically. I've been in situations where I've connected 2 out of 3, 1 out of 3. No, I need all 3. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm a complete package. So of course, that's what I'm going to attract. And that is what you are. You're going to be able to connect with the person that you desire and do not feel guilty for what you desire in a mate. That is the most craziest thing. You get what I'm saying? Like this theory that if a person is, good-hearted or, really spiritual, that they're not handsome. You know what I'm saying? You got to like throw one out the bag to receive the other. Like, no. Like, that may be somebody else's reality, but that's not my reality. Okay. So the person, there just wasn't, what I desire in a partner. And, needless to say, we were getting ready to leave, and the person that we were honoring, the person's birthday, they came to me and were like, well, such and such wanted to, talk to you. And I was like, oh my God, I already knew. And I'm like, okay, they were like, can they have your number? I was like, well, first of all, I was like, we're not 16, we're adults, if someone is attracted to me, make it be known. You get what I'm saying? Like, state it. What's the worst that I can say? No, it's okay. It's just no. And I had to really program that into myself, because I used to fear rejection, like putting yourself out there. All right. I would fear rejection. So I wouldn't put myself out there. So I knew in my heart, I knew that this was not okay. This is not what I wanted to do. This is, no. But the guy was heavier. Okay. And if you know me, if you've been here this whole time, you know that I used to weigh 335 pounds. With the law of attraction and loving myself, I lost over 130, like 35, 36 pounds within like 6 months, like dead ass. And when I started to heal and love myself, the weight melted away. For me, it's not everybody's story, but I always had an unhealthy relationship with food food was my coping mechanism. Hope I'm saying that right. It's how I coped. It's how I did myself. So when she asked me that, I knew in my heart, in my soul, was like, well, tell her the truth. Like, no, you're just not interested. Say no. Just say no. You don't have to explain. Just say no. But she was like, yeah, and then my best friend was like, well, which one? Y'all, that damn her. Y'all know the one I'm talking about, right? So them damn Aries. So she was, the girl was like, the wide one. And then, it was just the reason why I'm telling you all these things, that I'm, why I'm saying the wide and, his size, and why I'm doing this, because it's a point to be made. And I know that for everyone that this may be a sensitive subject, but I want to be honest with you, and I want to be real with you. I really want to help you get to what it is. Your issue may not be that, but there's something, okay, that when you go into relationships, you keep getting disappointed when it comes to your mate or the partner that you desire, because it's something in you that you've already healed, but you're still operating from that space. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh my God, what in the world? So I felt guilty, because I knew what it felt like to be a larger size and like somebody and be rejected. So you know what? Guess what Tori did? Now, guess what Tori did? I gave that girl my damn number to give to him. First of all, even put that aside. Just how his approach, sending somebody, no. I like a person that oozes of confidence, is very sure of themselves. You get what I'm saying? Because that's who I am truly at my core. I'm not no shy cookie. I'm not nobody that that was insecurities, but that's not who I am at my core. You get what I'm saying? But I adapted that to hide myself to the fear, because of the fear of rejection or being rejected. So needless to say, now as we're walking out, of the place, right? I mean, this handsome guy just comes in, and we're saying our goodbyes, and just how he cut in, when he walked in, he oozed of, he knew who he was. It was just you had to stop the talk. When he walks in, the conversation ceased. So we were all, he greeted, said, hey, then some way we got to talking about spirituality. And I noticed that he kept looking at me, but I'm and I'm going to be honest with you, in my mind, I was like, okay, well, no, he's just probably looking. We're just, everyone's just looking here, and it was just the energy, the vibe. It was very real. I think I was in denial, but now I'm not, because I knew what it was. And, just the way everything was going, and we were talking about spirituality, everything, he's a full-time magician, and, just all of these things. So I don't know what happened, but it got to the point where, I guess, the initial guy that tried to talk to me, that I literally was to tell him, no, you're not being mean. You're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? But I felt guilty because I knew what it felt to be you know what I'm saying? Bigger and be rejected, you know what I'm saying? I knew that feeling, so, and I don't want to put that feeling on somebody else. So anyways, that thing, it comes back out, and I guess my best friend told me later, but when I guess when they were well, Malcolm wants your number, he was just looking what, I guess just because of how I am and just the way I look, I don't know, he just took it as that just looked like a weird match. So we didn't really say anything. We just left it alone. We went ahead and we were talking about Instagram, and I was telling him about guided intuition and what I'm doing, and all these things, all this stuff. So when we left and me and my friend were talking, she was like, bitch, what was that about? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you didn't feel that? You see how y'all was looking at each other and how you were just invoked in him, and everybody else left, it was just you too. I was like, no, he was not looking at me like that. She was like, what do you mean? She was like, he was dead looking at you. I'm like, no, he wasn't. He was not looking at me like that. And She was like, what do you mean? She was like, what is that? So, in that, when she said that, I started to reflect, and she was like, why did you, and I mean, like, soon as we got in the car, that the boy, like, called my phone, the one that I was like, my spirit told me, say no, you know what I'm saying, you're not attracted to him, you're not attracted to him, like, no, just no. But I couldn't say that, like, I couldn't say that. So let me speed it up because I don't want to take too much time. She said, well, why did you give me a number if you knew that's not what you wanted? I was looking like, Tori, like, that's not what you desire. But in the mix of that, okay, that had to happen. And even when I was doing that, I felt like, oh my God, like, so bad, because, I had to admit the truth. Like, I was talking to my friend, and I was like, well, I gave him my number because I felt bad for him, because I know what it feels like to be, not wanted, you know what I'm saying? Or, plus size and not wanted. And I don't ever want to project that on somebody else. She said, but you don't like him, and that's not your fault. And I was like, I know that. And I just didn't want to reject him in front of everybody. Like, if you call me, I'll tell him, but I didn't want to reject him in front of everybody. She said, okay, but you did that. But there was a guy like that you connected with, like you felt that energy. But you didn't, like, he was looking at you, but you didn't, like, give him any of that thing. I was like, well, the truth is, because, I didn't think, like, guys, like, of his caliber, like, would like me, and I'm like, all of this shit happened, like, with all this healing, with all this, what I do, honey. This is why I tell you guys all the time, healing is reoccurring. You are never too big, never too, up there to not feel. And the reason why I'm putting mine out, even like, even those thoughts like, oh my God, if you share this, but no, because we are full as humans. And at any moment, I don't care how healed you are, how you feel like that, at any moment, these emotions, these things can come up. Okay. Don't hide from them. Don't run from them. Don't hide them down. No, put that shit out in the open. You look at it for what it is and you move forward. Okay. So this is a lesson that I learned. Okay. So when we were talking, I was like, wow. I was like, you know what? It just all, like, made sense to me. With all this, me loving myself, I still see myself as my old self. Does that make any sense? I hope I'm saying that right. I still see that old version of me, but that girl is gone. Like, it's not there, but I'm still, connected to that energy. This is why we have to cord cut. And when I went home, I wrote some things down on the paper. I cord cut it, did a heart meditation, and I, let it go. But I was like, wow, so this was my hang up from really attracting the mate that I desire, because I was still operating in a lower vibration, of not really seeing myself for who I was. And even in the midst of that, I was still carrying, like, the hurt and the pain from being rejected in the past from relationships or guys that I truly wanted or desired, you get what I'm saying, but didn't have that same, same emotion back to me. So I was still carrying that. And then, acting in it, like being, like being nice, because I didn't want to put him out in front of everybody. Like, if it was just me, I'd be like, nah, but I just couldn't do that, because I remember that feeling. And for me to, like, know all that I know and act on that feeling, that still had to be, like, really, it still had to be, it's not really big, but it's still attached. You get what I'm saying? It's still very real. So, the divine wanted to make me aware of that. And then I seen it from the guy that I truly like, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to give the opportunity, or I ran, you know what I'm saying? Because I just didn't feel like I was, on their caliber. Does that make that sense? Did I say that right? So needless to say, I hope that I have made sense with sharing that story, because in order to really manifest, okay, the love that you desire, it's here, guys. It's truly, truly here. But it's all about you knowing who you are, releasing fully releasing that old. Okay. So some things might show up in your life. If you're wondering, why do I keep attracting this kind of person? Why do I keep getting mates? It may be different souls, different people, but this is why. Okay, there is something that you're still looking at. It's a way that you're still seeing yourself that it's time to go away from. So in the midst of that, it was, even though that was kind of harsh for me to, I feel so light now that I said it. Even though that was kind of harsh for me to experience, it was a lot to take in, but it was, I truly, it was so liberating. It was so liberating at the same time, because that was what I needed to look at in order to move forward. So a lot of situations in your life, it could be different. It's not going to come in the same form that it came to me. I was just sharing my story with you guys, just to really let you know that these thoughts that come up in your mind, or what you experience, don't ever feel bad. Don't ever feel like you're not whole, you're not healed because you're experiencing these things. No, it's just that you're looking at an old reflection instead of focusing on the person that you are in the now. Okay, in the now. And the reason why it's important that you look at it, that you go ahead and do this, because there are major changes, okay, going on in your life for the better. Clothe yourself in courage, okay? Opportunity is knocking at your door. Take it. Because can you imagine me getting into, a relationship with a person, or you getting into, a relationship with a person, or trying to go deeper in your relationship, but you still hanging on to a way that you see yourself, or, some guilt, from a past relationship, or, or other people's, what I'm saying, pain and stuff. So now that we have that out of the way, I really wanted to share that story, because I wanted to know, if you are experiencing old triggers coming up. It may not look like mine, but old triggers, or you're wondering, like, why do you keep attracting, people like this? But that is no longer me. Okay. That is no longer me. And, I had to really, process that and see that. And I really got some opportunity to see that that's not me. Now in your life, it may look different, but I guarantee you it's a trigger. It's a question that you're realizing, like, okay, like, I can't keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, something is being revealed to you, all right, currently in your life. And I feel like if you're watching this message as a message of love, if you're desiring love, there's something that you need to look at. There's some action that you need to take, all right, and move away from it. All right, release it, let it go. You can do it during meditations, writing it down, whatever your intuition is telling you. Okay, but what I want to do is I really want to help you right now gain some clarity, all right, of how to move forward. What can you do concerning these triggers, or this lesson in love, when it comes to seeing your worth, knowing yourself, because you've put a lot of time, a lot of effort in you. All right. It's like you got a brand new house and you're living in a shack. Like, no, you got a brand new mansion. Why are you living in a shack? All right. It can be like even this. Why are you staying in a loveless relationship? Why are you staying, with someone that that you've outgrown? May have been good, but it's not there anymore, and it's okay. Or why are you staying in a relationship that you feel like there's better out there, or even why you're in a good, beautiful relationship? Why can't you just really open your heart space and allow yourself to be indulged in love? Why can't you allow this person to love you? This person is good to you. This person, really cares for you. Why can't you just fully surrender? All right. So if you find yourself in any of those things, or you just want to listen in, this is really going to be a message that I really feel that I know is going to help you move forward. All right. Okay. So before we get into the guidance that the divine has for you, I do want to let some of you beautiful souls know, some of you are really entering into a great awakening when it comes to love, meaning your foundation is really going to be, took up, honey. I want to say snatched or ripped apart. That tower card coming down. But I promise you, it's for your better. You know, sometimes we can get in things, situations, we can get comfortable in a state, even if you're single, but your frequency, you desire love, but there's some kind of fear or, you know, whatever, a situation like mine or anything that's keeping you from really being available, keeping you from being open, you know, to a connection. And it's surrounded around how you see yourself and really knowing your worth and knowing what you deserve, okay? And knowing what you don't, okay? So I just want to let some of you know that you're really entering a great awakening, like a dark night of the soul. When I say a dark night of the soul, that means where you're really going in and doing that damn healing. I've been there. I have been there. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have been there, experienced the dark night of the soul. Okay. Now for some of you, it's not that heavy. It's really light. It's kind of like me. You just got to meditate, cord cut, realize it. All right, fight through it, maybe cry out, and you're good, okay? But I do want to let you know that that's honestly what I'm feeling in the energy. So now we're going to go ahead and see how the divine wants to start this message. How does the divine want to open up to the beautiful soul this one wants to come out that is watching, okay? How the divine wants to open up this message. What does the divine like to say right now, okay? Take that one, okay? And we're going to get one more. Let's see. Spirit, what would you like to say right now? Okay. Okay. Wow, look at this. Ancient wisdom, okay, is on the bottom of the deck. The overall energy right here is ancient wisdom. So like I said, there's a lot of downloads going on right now. And even if, you know, you're cutting people out, like I said, there's a lot of things that's going on that it may not be dealing with love, but it's preparing you for the love or the desires of your heart. Okay, I do want to tell you this, even though this is a love energy, there's something that you're moving away from. There's something that you're letting go of. There's something that you're realizing like, okay, yeah, no, we can't keep doing this. You know, boom. Okay, so we have these right here. Now we're just going to go ahead and ask the divine to clarify. Okay, clarify. I'm going to take these. Okay, go ahead and clarify, Spirit. Okay, take this bottom one. I'm going to clarify. Let's see, clarify this one and that one. Okay. All right, my love muffins. So I went ahead and readjusted the camera. All right. Now what I want to do, you can resonate with all three. You can listen to all three of them. But what I want you to do is really say the divine. Okay. Boom. 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 We just made this a pick a card reading. All right. So I want you to say, divine, what is it that you want me to know? Okay. Right now in this in this moment, that will help me. What message is meant for me when it comes to the lesson that I am experiencing in love and how to come out of it, how to win, how to overcome it. Okay. So I want you to close your eyes, or just not even close your eyes. Just really look at each of these stones. Okay. Look at each of these stones. Okay. Hope my camera's not. Okay. Right here. Okay. Look at these stones. Which one is calling to you? All right. You can watch multiple ones, but I really feel like it's not that big, but you know, it may be, because remember I told you, you're going through a deep healing. So this could be for all three of you. But if you feel like it's not that serious, but you know something's going on, then you can definitely pick one. Okay. So I want you to pick the stone. All right. Let me try to get that clear. Okay. So I want you to pick the stone that is going to bring the message that I just said to you, okay? Or how to overcome whatever trigger or whatever you may be experiencing, all right, at this time. And now you can put it at love, you can put it anything, because this is literally the formula that's going to get you where you want to go, all right, to your heart's desires, all right, to get you to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. But we're going to go ahead and start here. Now, I am going to We're going to call this stone A, okay? And the name should be popping up right now as we speak. You go ahead and write that down because I'm not going to try to like pronounce these. I'm not even doing it. Okay, so I want to just talk about this stone first, okay? So as you can see, the name of the stone, okay? This crystal will be very helpful, okay, to you when it comes to manifesting the desires of your heart, when it comes to you really being able to excel and move forward in love. Okay, it's going to be very beneficial to you all around. This stone is a motivational stone. Okay, it's promoting independency, okay, and ambitiousness. Hope I said that right. So whatever you're yearning for, whatever keeps you going down this road that you don't want to go, keep having you reoccur and do different things, this is a great stone for you to invest in. All right, for you to hold in your head. I mean, not your. I do put mine on my head. Actually, I put on my dogs too. But for you to hold in your hand, for you to place it in your heart, for you just to lay it on yourself, lay in bed while you're meditating. This is a great stone for you to carry around. Okay, this is a great stone for you to have in your sacred space in your area. This is really going to be beneficial for you. Okay, this is a deeply spiritual stone with the cleansing influence on the aura. So this really helps cleanse you of those things it's hard for you to cleanse yourself of. All right. So now that we have that out of the way, so I really feel like there may be like a stronghold. There may be something that you're really a strong hold. It has a strong hold on you. Something that you can't go away from, whether it's a person, place, or thing, or the way that a belief or how you're seeing yourself. I feel like something is tying you to this. Is what I'm hearing from the divine. Something is tying you to this. Okay, so I really feel like when you carrying this stone, okay, will really help you along with whatever your intuition is giving you. Cord cutting, like I said, meditating, affirmations just around you, calling in your power back, you knowing who you are is coming very strongly with this stone. So let's just see. So the first thing it says, honoring your energy. You are meaningful. Okay, you matter. Honor your energy, honor your desires. Kind of like I was out here, being courteous of another person's feelings, but I wasn't being courteous of mine. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. Honor your energy. Honor your desires of your heart. Honor what it is that you want. This is something that you keep coming. You're a person that will sacrifice you and your needs at all expenses to see other people happy. And we know that within self-love, self-worth, and self-acceptance, we can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't do that to ourselves because you are denying yourself. You came here to experience life, all right, in its fullest. Okay. So that's what I was just picking up on an intuitive level, concerning this card. Now I want to read the meaning of the card. Okay. It says, honoring your energy. We all have those days when we are declined to do anything. We try all sorts of mental tricks to talk ourselves into doing what we should be doing. Okay. Does this ever work? No. We end up feeling guilty, a very low vibration for not getting anything done, which causes us to try twice as hard the next day, which causes us to get overwhelmed and exhausted, which then leads us to becoming caught up in a vicious cycle. Your body has a rhythm, just as everything else on this earth does. Flowers, trees, plants, and the elements, the tides, okay, the flow, the sun and the moon, rise and set, animals, okay, hibernate, and flowers grow, bloom, and go dormant. You need to listen to the inherent cycles within you. Rest when you need to, work when you need to. Do not try to outthink the natural rhythms. Go easy on yourself and reserve judgment. You are your own hardest critic. Okay, so honor your energy. All right, don't beat yourself up like how I was like afraid, like to really share that, be vulnerable, not only with myself but with you guys, because you guys are my soul family. So anything that we're learning, anything that we're experiencing, I want to be able to talk to you. I want to be able to lay it out on the line. You get what I'm saying? But that takes a level of vulnerability, okay? And you have to be able to extend that energy to yourself, okay? Maybe there's a cycle that you keep finding yourself in and you're not cutting yourself some slack. Like, damn, it's okay. It don't matter. It's all right. Okay. Yeah, you may be back here, but don't be holding yourself to that. Don't be, damn, like I thought this time it was good. I thought this time it was the one. I thought that, damn, we could like make something happen. It's okay. Like, don't beat up on yourself. All right. So let's see, just to confirm that. Yeah, because we have the Queen of Vessels, and this talks about a salmon. Anytime I see like a partner or, if in a love reading or even a financial reading, this means abundance card. Okay, salmon, that high class fish, honey, a fish out of water. I really feel like going back to what I first said, you just really honoring your energy. You just really seeing yourself. Okay, because I feel like you hold yourself to your past. But I feel like today is all about making a decision on a spiritual level, because anytime it's pentacles, it's outward, wands, it's inward, it's spiritual, to mourn it, to release it, just how I had to release that, and start honoring yourself. Start seeing yourself as the beautiful soul that you are. Okay? Getting motivated about who you are. Being happy to be in the body that you are in, really honoring you, loving you, all of you, even the parts of you that nobody claps for. Okay? That's what I'm really feeling like will really help you open up to the opportunities that are coming your way. All right, to really open up to the energy of love, this love that wants to come in. Because if you're still looking at yourself as the old way, of course you're not going to be able to really show up as for who you are when you're sitting right here, with the Queen of Vessels. This is who you are, but you can't really see yourself doing that, because there's a part of you, the past, that you need to mourn. All right, and be patient with yourself as you're mourning. Okay, because like my solar plex is like, oh, it just started hurting out of nowhere. So I think like it's taking a toll. It's taking a toll on you. You not honoring you, or what I'm saying, like honestly, what I'm saying, like, you not doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just taking a toll on you. So I feel like today it's time to go away from that. And I feel like this stone will really help you, my love, with that. Okay. Also, what I want to let you know about this stone, okay? This is a very inspirational stone that brings creativity, motivation, and personal power. It is also believed to help with weight loss by suppressing hunger and raising your metabolism rate. The affirmation to go along with this is, I am inspired and motivated. So I really feel like this is really going to help you tune into your own personal energies. Get back into the things that make you happy. Go away from the things that don't. Okay? Okay. So next, we have this beautiful stone. Okay? This beautiful, beautiful stone. All right. I love this stone because I know this is called like the peacock something, but I'm going to put the name up. So don't beat me up. But I absolutely adore this stone. Okay, so with this beautiful peacock stone, just what I'm feeling, it's so alluring. It's so gorgeous. It's just so captivating. And I really feel like it's time for you, male or female, it's time for you to see yourself like this. Okay, but I want to read what this stone is good for. I'm going to put the name up here. It says, it is a stone of happiness and joy. It is said to turn you into positive directions and help channel happiness to others. Generally a stone of upliftment. The most lovingly gift of this stone is that it brings you the ability to see and appreciate the joy available in every moment. Okay, so also what I'm just feeling, given what this stone is here to do, I feel like when it comes to relationships, you may be the one at sometimes just to think the worst, or just feel like it's just going to go kind of left, you know what I'm saying? So maybe even before it can really get started, you're just fearing the worst, okay? Fearing the ultimate no or something happening. And I really feel like there's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of you've been disappointed when it comes to love, okay? So I really feel like you getting this stone is really going to help you call in the positive aspects of love that is already in you, but due to whatever happened in the past, to really focus on the good, okay? Not, to focus on what can go wrong, but switching your perspective. What can go right is what I'm hearing, okay? So you getting that stone will really help you on that. So now let's go ahead and turn this around. Yeah, we have a new day. I feel like also sometimes you get kind of tired in relationships. Like you'll hide behind that, and I feel like that's really fear. But you probably find yourself getting bored quick, or you find ways to not have to like really deal, if that makes any sense. But that's what Spirit is giving me. So we have new day. So I want to read that. I really feel like in your love life, it's just about you really seeing yourself, all right, in a new light, taking a new approach at things, okay? Switching your perspective. So let's see what the divine has to say. Like, I have butterflies. Yeah, somebody yeah. I feel like there's could possibly be a person already in your life or someone coming in, that you're definitely liking, but again, you're not feeling like you're up to par. So it says with new day. New day enables us to see in a brand new light. We can see more clearly once the shadows of fear and doubt are brushed away by the light of creation. Once the initial shock of discovering the brutality in a situation has worn off, you can find comfort that there truly is no bad or good. It just is. When this is realized, the possibilities for the outcome of a situation becomes endless. This card also advises to wait. Everything regarding the situation has yet to unfold. So, just be patient with yourself. I really feel like to the ones that there's a situation, a person, it will naturally unfold. Even if this person may be in a situation or there's something nervous about it, like the story is unfolding, okay? But don't check out before the story unfolds, okay? That's what I want to say. Let's see what's going on. Yeah. Because we have the Two of Arrows in Justice, and I really feel like this is you, reflecting on the past. You probably overanalyze everything. Like if you see something, what, my ex did that, or what, see, I don't have time for this. Like, you're looking for anything to, go away. It's just because I don't feel like you're still living in that space, but you've experienced hardship, you've experienced it. So you're like, you don't want that. But I promise you, for some of you, there's a situation that you're attached to. It's going to bear good fruit. It's abundance, okay? But it's some situations, it's some things that divine timing is some things that have to work out, all right? Some things have to come into play. So just be mindful of that. But I just feel like you're fearing the worst. You're just fearing some shit. And the divine just wants you to know. I feel like, or that could be like what you do when you get in relationships, or what you do in your current relationship, or what you just do, period. Your outlook. You like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're always on guard due to whatever you experience in the pain, okay? And I feel like that you want to be guarded, guard your heart, but at the same time, don't lock that bitch away and throw away the key, then, throw dirt over it, then put a whole island over it. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? All right, so that's what the divine has me for this group right here. Now we're going to go over here. Now the stone name should already appear and come up here. So this stone is all about increasing optimism, okay, and self-confidence, all right? All right, so this stone, believe it or not, okay, is definitely a stone that helps support the throat chakra, okay? It helps with public speaking and enhancing communication skills. So I feel like there's a part of you that it's kind of hard to communicate your feelings, okay, or communicate what you're wanting to say or what it is that you desire, right? Stone for positive outlook, okay, self-discipline and inner strength. It carries an Aries energy stone, okay? The chakra is the third eye. Stick to it. So I really feel like there I'm strongly feeling like a discord in how you communicate your feelings or saying what you mean and sticking to it. Like if you say you're in this, you're in this. If you're saying that you're out of it, it's not what you want. You may have a problem like really sticking to like really sticking to it or seeing it through. If you get this stone, it's really going to help you gain that internal self-discipline, okay? That we're able to say no. Don't beat yourself up when you have those moments that you don't. But I really feel like really any self-love affirmations, and carrying this crystal around will really help you get sound in that area. All right? Really, it'll help you really just be able to stick to it and, say what you mean and mean what you say. Is what I'm hearing right now. Now we're going to see what message the divine has for you. It says unlimited possibilities. Okay. I really feel like, maybe you're feeling like you have to stick to a certain thing, when love is endless possibilities and a career wise, it's endless possibilities. You don't have to, just do something or stick to something as long as it's yours, okay? As long as it's you. But I feel like the issue is that you do what everybody else wants you to do versus doing what you do. So this stone is really going to help you get self-discipline on really honoring you, sticking to what it is that you want, all right? Because don't box yourself in. There are endless open possibilities, okay? That's what I'm hearing right now. Let's go ahead and let me read this to you guys. It says unlimited possibilities. When fall turns into winter, the leaves fall from the trees, birds fly south, plants go dormant. Some even die having lived the life they were meant to. Do you ever panic and wallow in the fear that this is it? There will never be another robin singing. There will never be another ripe tomato. No, we don't. Why is that? We know that after winter, spring will return, followed by the bounty of summer. It is in your life. At any given time, there are unlimited possibilities for you and yours. Many different paths to take, many different options available. Do not get boggled down into thinking in a inner liner fashion. Open your eyes and your heart and feel the power your free will and choice brings to you. Make your life what it is meant to be for you. You, not anybody else, but you. So I feel like in love, you're kind of like reverting back to here, where you're just, you don't stick to what it is that you desire. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what it's time for you to do, for you to honor yourself. Okay. We have, and just for you to know that love is yours, that you can have whatever you want, because we have the Three of Stones dealing with creativity and the Polar Star, which deals with a wish fulfillment, the Star card. Just you really knowing that love is yours. All right. That you don't have to limit yourself. Whatever you desire, baby, you can have it. Know that it's yours. Like I didn't feel like I was worthy or I still had that little thing looking at myself in the past. But you can have whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you want. Okay. And in those moments, because, we all have moments. And that's one of the things I was watching, my divine family. I follow her on, Instagram, and she was talking about it because, as healers or as a people that people look for guidance, sometimes, you find yourself wanting to shield your shortcomings or the parts of you that, would they really clap for you if they knew? But I am fluently, and I push myself constantly. I will always be open and honest with you guys, because there is no difference from me and you. I can have it. I'm not sitting here, doing something like out of the, ordinary that you can't do. I'm making a conscious decision that no matter what the fuck shows up at my door to pick me, to love me, to know my worth, to see my worth. And sometimes when I don't, to reevaluate, to see it again. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when I see it again and do it again, just really loving myself, all of me, even in those moments. Okay? That's what it's about. So don't limit yourself. It's truly limitless, and I'm so happy that those situations happen and I was able to see that, because I'm like, wow, it just like helped me like really go to that next level in where I'm meant to be on my path, so I encourage you to do the same. I hope that this has brought you some kind of clarity, some kind of understanding. I hope that it like stirred something in your spirit in a good way. All right. And even if you didn't, it's a good outlook to have. Love you. Have a beautiful day. She blazing.